What is Minecraft? Hello everybody, my name is Christian Quick, and today we're going to be trying to get a little technical with what Minecraft is before I start talking about the new series. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Minecraft contains mainly three things: blocks, entities, and items. When a world is first made, it can only generate blocks and entities, no items, but we'll get to this. Blocks are the solid, non-collidable parts of the world, unless you're talking about something like air, which is all the non-collidable space that allows entities to move within it. Entities are summoned in the world, usually by natural causes, but a player can force some entities to be summoned. What's unique about entities is that they can only exist in the world, and usually upon death will drop item entities because items themselves cannot exist in the world. You can tell because all blocks in the world have a black outline when you look at them. All entities have a white outline, which is a very good way to show that items in the world are actually entities. Because, like all other entities that exist in the world, they have a white outline. Some entities have an inventory, which is the only place where items can truly exist, based on the amount of inventory slots it is given. Some blocks can also have an inventory, such as chests, or even more advanced blocks, such as furnaces. Items can be used on blocks and entities that exist in the world, and can only be stored in an inventory. Items can be used to alter blocks or entity states, or break the blocks that have been generated. All blocks are items, as they can be seen in an inventory, and doesn't become a block until it is placed in the world. While entities cannot be items, however, items can summon entities in the world with spawn eggs, which is creative access only. Minecraft gameplay at its core is you break stuff to make stuff, and then you use that stuff to break more stuff and repeat. From the game's perspective, you either break a block or kill an entity to get item entities and then pick them up into your inventory, and so on. There is a lot more to the game, of course, but these three things are the basics, and without them, the game just isn't the same, or completely unplayable. Without blocks, the world can't generate. Without entities, blocks and entities can't drop the item entities, and without items, nothing can be put in an inventory, so breaking and killing basically feels pointless. Although these things are Minecraft's gameplay at its core, there are some additional features to make the game more fun and complex. Fluids, for example, are advanced blocks, and potions are advanced items. However, looking at things like effects and sounds are unique because at the core, they have nothing to do with blocks, items, or entities. Each feature has a special and unique function to make the game more fun to play with. And in this tutorial that I'm calling Minecraft Methodology, think of a method like an action, such as onPlaced or afterBreak. There are many actions that can be called in blocks, items, and entities. A method requires parameters, which is everything that is involved when a method action takes place. Parameters are the big words. It means that it comes from a class, and everything they do is also a method. Variables are the little words. They take from the parameter methods. And you can make little events for things to happen to one or more of those parameters that are involved. It's complicated in words, but it's a lot easier to explain once the tutorial kicks off. I'll be going through all of the methods that a block and item can do. Entities are quite complex, and there is still a lot more for me myself to learn about them, so entities will be omitted from this tutorial. Now, all of the, quotes, real code is in the little events that you can make with the parameters. However, I need to teach you about all of the methods first, because if I teach you about parameters first, you may not know what methods to put them in. My goal is trying to make code easy and accessible to everyone, regardless of coding knowledge, and I want to show you how to do every little possible thing in pieces so that all you have to do is learn how to make those pieces and learn how to put them together on your own. In this tutorial series, we're going to start with obviously starting up, and then we're going to make a block. After we make that first block, we're going to be going through all of the important asset files. After all those asset files are done, we're going to go back and make a method for each block that can be done. After blocks, we're then going to go through the items, and we're going to make an item for every item method that we can go through. And finally, after we go through all those items, we're going to go through a lot, but not all, of the data files. And a quick disclaimer. I don't know everything about the code or everything about coding, but this tutorial is to help you get a big jump start so you can get coding on your own. And with all that in mind, I hope you are just as excited as I am for this tutorial, which, by the way, is planned to have more than 100 tutorials. So let's get this series started. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this episode about the tutorial, and so, without further ado,